Hey everybody, Stuart Heath here again with another deal we didn't do. This is a pretty nice retail facility in our market area on a great corner on a major highway. About 70,000 cars a day passing past this place. 11,000 square foot facility with some nice long-term tenants. Classic example of the owners not paying any attention to what's going on around them in the market. I believe I've had this scenario about 24 times in the last 12 months. Great facility, fairly well taken care of, but because they're not paying attention, the rent income is about $7 a foot per year below market value in the area. And naturally, they look at other sales around the area and they think their property is worth what the others are worth, but a piece of commercial property, and here's the big difference, because it has multi-year leases on it, is worth what the cash flow is. Once you put a multi-year contract in place, those are like handcuffs, and they can be golden handcuffs or they can be kryptonite handcuffs. And in this case, they're kryptonite. Here is a corner piece in one of the fastest growing cities in America that has some of the lousiest leases that I've come to see. So from their own numbers, they've got an NOI of $156,000 a year, and that's being somewhat generous. And they are asking for $3.8 million. So right about there. They're asking for about a 4.25 cap rate on that in today's market with 8.75 interest rates. I always do this. I give them a pretty detailed letter of intent. I write a nice analysis because, frankly, I'm not dealing with sophisticated owners here. They're just people who bought a piece of property and I'll just say didn't understand what they were doing. They kept it full and they didn't raise the rents much over time because who wants vacancy? We made an offer at $1.8 million, which frankly was pretty generous with a 7.25 cap. And a reason I did that is because their WALT, their weighted average lease term, was only 2.5 years. So I wouldn't have to wait that long before I could start raising the rents. And there was no way for them to do that, but the leases that are in place, you've got to wait. You have to wait till the end of the lease, and then that becomes the buyer's work to do. They keep trying to sell me potential, but if I've got to do the work for the potential, I ain't going to pay you for that. So anyway, I wrote a nice analysis that basically I could get more for my money in a CD than what they're wanting for the property, with a whole lot less risk profile, and I guess that just went over their head. I hope this is one of those that comes back in a month or two, because it's a great piece of property, and we'd be very interested in doing it. So just another example of a deal we didn't do. Thanks.